Just recently, a new SAO Roblox game went into testing. This game is called BITAZAI Online, and we're going to be talking about what I think of it in today's video. Remember, if you do enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out way more than you think. Anyways, let's get straight into the video. Now, you should bear in mind that this is the first test for this game. So if you see any bugs or even performance issues in the background, that is because this is 100% not the finished product. However, even with all these bugs, this game is phenomenal so far, at least graphically wise. This test is mainly PvP focused, so we'll talk more about that later. However, as a content creator, I got access to the main map, mainly for exploration purposes. When I first logged into the game, there was a sick cutscene that played. If I said I wasn't hard watching that shit, I would be lying. I'll let the full cutscene play now, so you can fully see what it is like. Once the cutscene is completed, you are then transported into Sword Art Online, and are greeted by another menu which looks phenomenal. If you haven't gathered already, just about everything in this game looks great, from the menu and the world to the UI and the sword skills. Now, let me talk a little bit about the UI. In the top left, there's a HP and stamina bar, as well as your level. Around your character is also another HP and stamina bar, but this one floats and follows your character's movements. I think this bar is mainly for your opponent to see how much HP and stamina you have left, as it is way easier just for you to look at the one in the top left. It also looks cool of course, but that was the first thing I figured it was mainly for. Next, let's move on to talking about the menu. To open the menu in this game, you press N, which I'm not going to lie is pretty weird, however it is also subject to change, and for all we know, M could be used for something else. When you open the menu, you can briefly see my left arm flick it down like they do in the anime, which I think is sick. In the menu, you have the usual stuff you would expect, like all your items, skills, and equipment, so all the equipable items that affect your player directly. Then next, we have the multiplayer section, where you can view your friends list, create a party, and make a guild. Then, you have the messaging section, where you can view notifications, any chat messages you may have, and any announcements. Then, there's a map button, which does not seem to be in the game right now, which I guess makes sense, as we were testing it in a separate map called the Sky Island, so most likely didn't have a map for it. The last button in the menu is a settings button. This contains the options menu, a help button, and of course we have the iconic logout button missing. Let me know in the comments what you think of this menu. As an SAO fan, I am really looking forward to this game, and this menu is a big factor for that. Last thing to mention about the UI kind of aspects is the death screen. Just like in SAO, you shatter it into a million pieces, and it comes up saying, "You are dead," and it looks sick. The next section of the video you will see, my avatar has changed to a bacon hair, and that is because I wanted to see what it would look like with less accessories on. And in my opinion, it looks way better. On my main avatar, I have ODM gear and a massive sword on the back, which kind of ruins the vibe of SAO. If I was to make a suggestion on this, maybe add your own player model to the game, or even keep all the players using their avatars, but disable their accessories. Now, I'm no game dev, so I don't even know if that's possible, but that's just a suggestion. Also, I want to point out again, it is in testing, so they may have already planned to do something similar to that. Now, let's talk about exploration. As said before, this map isn't the main map, so don't expect too much from it. I will say though, if they made this map just for testing, then holy is their map designer amazing. I hope they do something with it for release, but I guess we will see. The game looked astonishing, and so did the map. The entire time I was walking around, it felt like a true RPG, even though this test is mainly PvP focused, and didn't have much of the actual gameplay that you will experience on release. I found it funny how you could pick up cats and carry them around with you. That was a nice little touch. So yeah, nothing really more to say about the map. I then found the Colosseum, which luckily for me had training dummies inside as no one was online when I was recording. Let's see what these M1s and sword skills look like against them. As you can see, the M1s look clean and flashy, even fighting a blocking dummy, and the block break animations look good. Even the sword skill looks phenomenal, and I like the fact you can charge the one-handed sword to increase its damage. Now, let's change to the rapier and see what that looks like. In games like this, I'm usually a one-handed sword kind of guy, you know, trying to be the MC. However, in this game, it looks really tempting to use the rapier, because even that is clean. A few things I've noticed about the game. is it can be quite laggy, making it so sword M1s feel delayed, and there was even one point where I logged on I could only M1 once, then I would have to wait for the M1 cooldown, making it very inefficient. The game also seems to be very dark when it's night, which makes sense for it to be dark, but not that dark if you get me. It isn't testing though, I just thought I'd mention these things, so in case the dev sees this video, they are aware. One last thing is that there is also voice chat, which for a Roblox game is nothing special, but I feel it gives the game more of that SAO RPG vibe, being able to use proximity chat with other players. I also noticed how the voice chat icon above the player's head is different, which I didn't even know was possible, but it looks cool. Now, you may think that this is it for this video, but oh boy would you be wrong. I forgot that as a content creator, I get access to another area of the game. That is Floor 1. Also known as the Town of Beginnings. Not much was different with the Town of Beginnings compared to the Sky Island. I did have a cape in this place however, which looked sick. I couldn't access the menu, which I'm assuming wasn't imported into that version of the game yet. I did experience what looked like to be a teleport crystal, which did look cool, however I feel it could do with some tinkering. For example, when I teleported my body was on the floor, however the animation was still clean. I did also find out a secret, which 100% won't be in the main game, and I believe during testing only devs and content creators got access to it. But it seemed to be some sort of admin command thing where I could press a button to change it from day to night. I could also enter a number into a box in the bottom right corner to change my cape colour and much more. There's also a button to equip some armour, and all I can say is holy, that looks insane. And whoever modelled this did a really good job. There's a big brick in the middle of it though, but that should be fixed soon. Now, if I didn't hop back into the game after this, I would have never found this next part out. As I said before, as a content creator, I got access to Floor 1. Now, I thought Floor 1 only had the Town of Beginnings in it, but boy was I wrong. I found the exit of the Town of Beginnings and headed out, and did some more exploring. When I say I could spend literally hours exploring this map, I mean it. It looks incredible. Combine the amazing looks of the game with the nice peaceful music in the background, and it really makes it feel like SAO. I found a couple of lakes with what looked like to be whirlpools coming out of them, and I even found more training dummies in an area that looks like the place they met up in SAO to talk about defeating the Floor 1 boss. If you know what I'm on about, you will get it. And not only that, but I even found the Floor 1 boss room. Obviously, I wasn't able to go inside and fight a boss, but I can say that the building itself looks massive. Anyways, that's all there is about Floor 1. If I find any new stuff, I may make another video about it, so stay tuned. Anyways, that is it for this video. This game looks incredible, and I'm really hyped for this game to release. And before you ask, there's no set release date yet. Join this game's Discord, the link is down below in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments. Do you think this will be the best SEO game on Roblox? Anyways, see ya.